Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this particular tutorial, I'll introduce you to how to use the input function. All along, we have been passing values to our variables, but what if we give the end user the opportunity to pass in values themselves? So let me show you what I mean. So let's create a variable called x, and then instead of passing a value, let's say a string of what is your name, let us next this question in an input function. So this is how you use it. Just write input and then you can pass in your question. So let me print this out for you and see. So I'll print out x. Let's run this code and see what will happen. Once we execute this, it would ask you what is your name. So let's say Ellie, and then there you go, it is printed here for you. So in this case, we didn't have to pass in values ourselves. We are now collecting values from the end user. Let's do something else. Let's say y for age. Okay, let's see, how old are you? And then we could, let's just separate this and print out and see what happens. So it's going to ask you, well, what is your name? Ellie. How old are you? So it prints out Ellie, 32. And one thing you should also notice, if you want to collect just integer value types, you have to specify it. If you want to collect string, variables, floats, you have to specify it. So let me show you an example. So I'm just going to cut this, and if I need to collect an integer value type, I'll just have to type int, and then I pass in what I want to collect. So in this case, if I should print this out, it will throw an error because you cannot actually print out an int. Okay, this will work fine. This will work fine. If it was a plus, it would throw an error. So let's just execute this. So Ellie 32, this works fine. If I should use this to combine the two, it would not work. And we already explained that in the previous video. So in case you are lost, you can go back and understand why you cannot concatenate an integer type and then a string. So this is just an example of how to use the input function. In the next set of tutorials, we'll delve into something much deeper. And I actually promised to teach you the control statement, so I think it's time to do that. Let's do that in the next video.